guys, so I'm Yasmin. This is Barella. This is Bay. She looks black right now, but she's really dark bay. And this is Sadie, a little brown horse. All right, so I have my girls turned out in the arena here. And today I pretty much just wanted to talk to you about why it's good for horses to be with a friend. If you have your horse in pasture or in a paddock, why it's good for them to be together. Now Barella and Sadie here don't run around in a herd just because of the barn setup. They're in a larger paddock together. I bought Sadie a little earlier this year in March, and Barella, she's 7 right now. I've had her since she was, see Sadie's getting a little nervous. Go on, girl. I'm sorry, I've had Barella since she was about 6 months old. And Sadie I bought earlier this year. Sadie is roughly 2 or 3. I think she's more along 3.5. Getting up to 3.5. There's Barella, my free-spirited. There's Sadie. This is why I wanted to have the camera on them, because these two horses just freaking love each other. And the weather's really cold outside today, so they're just having a great time. Just so they're feeling kind of frisky and fresh. Sadie doesn't move around a lot. No, I don't want him to run me over here. Okay. So I gotta make sure I'm not talking and get caught up. So yeah, I wanted to so see how these horses are. See how they're running around, playing. They're feeling frisky. They're feeling fresh. See how they're having a good time. They're turned out with each other 24/7 in their paddock outside. And even when I put them in this, which we don't come in the arena a ton, so it is somewhat of a newer environment to them. But see how they're sticking together. They could really care less about me. Although they're aware that I'm here, they really don't care too much about me. They're really just having a good time. And yeah, horses need to be able to do this. They need to be able to run around. They need to be able to have each other, to push each other, to be pushed. And I'll show you in a minute this poor little horse over here that's in a stall. For what? I don't know. But she's in a stall all by herself. She can't really move around that much like she wants to. She's having a lot of anxiety. A minute ago when we first came in here, she was whinnying a lot. She can't really see the other horses that well from where she's at. And yeah, this is what horses need to be doing with each other. If you think that when you put your horse in a stall, you're helping them, you're not. Stalls, keeping horses in small confined spaces, especially alone, causes a lot of anxiety. Wow, these girls are just really hyper today. Causes a lot of anxiety. It causes depression in horses. Causes all kinds of, they develop vices, cribbing, wood chewing, swaying back and forth, all that stuff. I've never had an issue with Barella doing any of that stuff. Never being abnormally aggressive towards humans or anything like that, because I've always had her in a herd with other horses. And Barella, obviously when she was smaller, she was the little horse always being pushed around. And Barella is the dark bay mare, that mare. And Sadie is the Sorrel. I don't know what you call this, Sorrel, whatever. But yeah. So people always say, I see a lot of videos on why people say, well, I don't want to stall my horses. Or I'm sorry, that I do stall my horse and my horse likes it stalled. Horses don't like stalls. They don't like small confined spaces. It goes against their natural free roaming ability. And God, she is just really going around in here. I'm going to do a grooming video today. So it's good, I guess they're getting out their little energy. So, so my tack box is over there. I'm pretty sure it's all dirty. So, a lot of people say, well, my horse likes his stall. Horses can be conditioned to accept things. And what it seems like they may like to the human eye really is, you know, them just accepting the circumstance. A lot of people will put a ton of hay in a horse's stall and think that, you know, when my horse is busy, go in. think that, well, my horse is busy eating. Look, Sadie's coming to me because she doesn't want to run anymore, but I wasn't the one making her run. They'll put a lot of hay in there. They'll put little sugar cubes. They'll put toys in there for him and think that, well, my horse likes that. And especially in the summertime, people say, well, my horse likes its stall because it keeps him cool. In the wintertime, my horse likes its stall because it keeps him warm. Horses don't think like that, people. Horses don't think that way. Horses like being out in the open. They don't like being enclosed. Sometimes you, like I said, you may see a horse that seems like they have enjoyed being in their stall. It's really just because they've accepted the circumstance. They're following me now. And that's what that's from. Don't mistake a horse that is calm in a stall for being, they like their stall. Horses that haven't been ruined by humans prefer to be out in the open with other horses. Now I'm going to zoom in on this horse here. This is the horse I was talking about that was whinnying earlier. Now, she hears my two girls in here running around and playing. And she was whinnying a lot and kind of trotting around in there. And the barn just has these little areas in case, like, I guess the weather's really bad. You know, you can put them up, or if the farrier's here, or if they're having a vet appointment, or whatever the case, so you can have somewhere to hold them and put them in. And my two girls have a stall in here as well. It comes with the paddock that I pay for. I've never put my horses in one of these, and I will never, like I said, unless they need some kind of vet care and I need them in there to hold them, or if they're sedated, or whatever the case is. But this little horse right here is all alone. I don't know if you can see the outside of the barn. There's not a lot of, there's light coming in, but you can't really see the other horses out there. Granted, I know this is just an iPhone camera. You can't see the gleam, but all you can see is the shine. But this horse really doesn't have any contact with other horses right now. And someone will look at this horse and say, she's really calm and she likes this stall. And, you know, she's a good horse. She got her little blanket on. And listen, people, you can lie to yourself and make you think that this is good. This is like torture to a horse. Can you imagine just going home and locking yourself in the bathroom and not seeing anybody for a whole day, or a whole 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole week? I don't know how long she's been in there, but I wouldn't want to put my horse in a freaking stall for an hour if I can help that they're with each other. This horse has got this whole arena, which it may not look that big, but it's a pretty good size arena. And look, they want to be together. When I turn my horses out, they're with each other 24/7. I take one away. Sadie she starts trotting around, whinnying. And not just because she's the lower horse. Barella does the same thing when I take Sadie away. Does it mean that it makes it any harder for me to work with one or the other? No, not at all. But why create that anxiety and that stress in a horse when I don't have to? When I can easily bring both of them in here, they can run around and play. You know, we can get